Zoop. There we go. Day 44. Hold on. Let me get my notepad out. Day 44, which makes it what? Is that right? Day 44. So yeah, that should put us on not the 10th. Can't be the 10th. The 20th of December? No, that can't be right. What day did we start on? Yeah, I think it is. I think. Because we started on the 7th of November. So the explore date is the number of days plus 6, which means we've been 50 days minus the 30 days of November. So I guess we're on the 20th of December already. Damn. Because, of course, I did do that multiple days in a row thing. I guess we jump on in. One of my other favorite streamers did a. Oh, I like the way you said other favorite streamers, kind of implying that maybe I'm sort of a favorite streamer. Just saying. Did a blueprint stream for charity yesterday where we could donate to make her do things and we were allowed to use our notes. Oh, that's clever. Oh, thanks. That's clever though. So like chat plays and chat have combined notes like a hive mind or a connected distributed computing. That's cute. I like that. That's a great idea, and for charity, that's a wonderful idea. Yeah, I think once I've finished the main part of the game, having chat make decisions on a run could be a lot of fun. Now I want to get gems before I try and get the tomb. I want to get reroll opportunities before I go for the tomb door. So I guess we'll just actually just play as normal. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Oh well, a parlor would give us gems. I prefer to get into the corner first, though, so we'll try that. We'll keep an eye out for parlors, though. Parlors would be a good one for gems. And a bedroom. Let's try this one, though. Pantry. Sure. Kitchen. Could use it as a closet and just get the 2 items first. Ooh, reroll dice. Perfect. Increases our chances of getting the tomb. Anything that increases my chances of getting the tomb are on the list. Keys, good. Courtyard requires a gem, but I have one, so I'll take it. Please have a shovel or something. No. Okay, so we have one dig spot here, one dig spot there. No keys. I might as well open this. Oh, get some monies. Money. Okay. There's a parlor, so we'll take that. And we'll do a puzzle. Get your typey fingers ready. And a magnifying glass is always nice. Just check for spare keys and stuff. Okay, so the black box is not empty. This statement on the black box is true, so it's going to be another mutual one. Since it was for mental health charity, at one point we took her spoon so she could use tools or solve puzzles, sort of like me today after nearly a week of migraines. A week of migraines sucks, though. Jesus. I get weather pressure headache stuff, and sometimes they go on for multiple days. I can only imagine what a week of migraines is like. Pretty much just completely incapacitating. But that's cool though. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay. So, the black box is not empty. The statement on the black box is true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. Okay, so let's work it through. If the blue box is true, that the black box is not empty, then one of these two boxes has to be false. The statement on the black box is true, which would make both of these true. A box with a false statement contains the gems. So my initial feeling is the statement on the black box is true. If this is true and this is true, then it points to the blue box being the one with the gems, because this would have to be false. If this is false, that the statement on the black box is true. If that's incorrect, then this is also incorrect. Wait, no. If this is false, the statement of the black box is true, then this is also false. A box with a false statement contains the gems, so that would be both of those boxes, which doesn't give us an indication of where it would be. That would mean that this box was true, however. The black box is not empty, and this box would be a false box, but that means that a box with a false statement contains the gems would be true, and I don't think we can have that. This box would change its position based on that being true. This box can't be... Yeah, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think it's the blue one. We're working our way through them. If this is true, that the black box is not... If this is false, that the black box isn't empty, then the statement of the black box is true. That would mean that a box with a false statement contains a gem. So if this is true, then this is true. They're both true. That means this has to be false. And it would be the blue box. A box with a false statement contains the gems. So if this is true, and this has to be because the statement on the black box is true. So if this is true, then this is true. Then this becomes the false box. So yeah, I think it's definitely the blue one. I'm pretty sure it's the blue one. That was our initial first glance guess. But like, there's no harm in running the logic each direction to see if it doesn't work for all the cases. It's not failed us yet as a strategy. I will take the drawing room, please. No keys. I really need to keep an eye out for things like keys and stuff. Oh. Why are you open? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Okay, I'm really unsettled by that. I already thought I was being watched, and I'm pretty sure I was being watched. And now... Indeed, isn't it? So... Did it change letter? No, it's still number 6. Did they leave a message for me, I wonder? So this is different. Oh, it happened in the new update. All open saves stay open. Thank you, Fluxer, for the heads up. Because I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Something sinister is afoot. No, it's okay. We're just, once you've solved it, it's okay. Because I'm like, oh shit, okay, something's happening. I'm afraid now. Sudden panic response of, oh fuck, something's going on. I didn't think the game was bugged, but I definitely thought strange things were afoot at the Circle K. Sudden sinister update. Exactly, sinister update. Passageway would be dead handy, to be fair. Do I want to spend 2 gems, though? Maybe we do a redraw. Oh, the Great Hall. Yeah. Obviously, yeah, it would be good to be able to just get the room we need for that immediately, but since we don't, we'll try pressing straight on. You are locked. We'll use that key. We'll check all the other doors. I think all the doors by default in the Great Hall are always locked. He says uncertain. We'll get what we can from in there in a second. I still had to laugh that the very first time I got the Great Hall, the first door I picked was the correct door, which is quite amusing. What do we got here? Okay, fancy flowers and a key, and everything is on sale. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Suddenly there's a red glowing orb above your head, and you've got a sudden feeling of insecurity. I do always wonder if like keys and things could spawn up there. You know the way items will spawn? I never go up here to check this ledge, and I do wonder if at any point an item would spawn, other than the puzzle associated with that ledge. How many times do you walk past a thing because you don't check the bookshelf for a key? Okay, let's see if we can get a... go on then. The pool will give us the two doors. Hopefully neither of them are key cardy. Oh no, that's okay. My general rule on backseating is I don't mind people commenting on things as long as it's not spoilery. So if you're like, yeah, you press X to open the box, oh okay, cool, that's not a spoiler, you know, or it's part of the update, it changed the way the safes work, cool, as opposed to the answer to the question is, or, you know, that's so-and-so who totally did X and Y, you know, it was him with the candlestick in the living room kind of vibe. We're good otherwise, for sure. Having the pump room could be handy in case I need to do more shenanigans. So maybe although I can't attach the boiler room to it from here, but I'll take it anyway so I don't waste the so that gives us access to the Great Hall again. I don't see the shovel. We do have an ability to do a dig, so that's cool. Let's see what we get. Greenhouse does give us a potential option if we find the lever, but this entire run then dies here, whereas the Great Hall will give us the other option. So maybe we'll take Pantry. Yeah, it's going okay so far. We had a couple of runs. The last run we managed to get all the way up here. We had a stack of gems, and we were like 2 doors away. We had open doors. Everything was going great. And this square here required 4 rerolls to get a single room that led this way. And then the very next room required more gems than we had, and we got completely killed. It was so close, and yet we've had a couple of those recently where it's like so close and so far. The boiler room, neither of them give us the direction I want to get into the foundation. What if I redraw? Let's go for a redraw and see what happens. Machinarium. Okay, hopefully I've got some doors. Or the dining room, but again, I kind of want to make sure I can get a door going up. Maybe we'll get lucky. Okay, so we don't have a door going up, so no matter what we do, we're going straight across. Sometimes, I say, we've ended up with side thingies because of the number of doors, and they're actually very cool. It's a great room. Okay, you're no help, you're no help, you're no help. Okay, so we're losing our ability to get into the foundation altogether. Corridor across. Ooh, enjoy the pizza. Let's press on. I just need one way in. We'll take the kitchen. I'm gonna spiral around the back. It's either ruined or not at this stage. We will see how we get on. Okay, that will give us access to the elevator thingy, which is not the point, but we will also have a hallway to go around. Yeah, they do not want to give me. And of course, what'll happen is we've got access to that, which is. And now it's locked. Okay, so we will change rooms and we will go back around and we will see what happens. But yeah, we got completely walled off here. But that's okay. It's all good. There's always opportunities. Let's take the pump room, actually, since we're having to walk back anyway. There is a box. Of course it's locked. And I do not have a sledge. No keys, but we'll remember where that is. Are you locked? You're also locked. Okay. Good to know. We'll just have to keep our eyes on our steps. Okay, you're gonna give me a re-roll, and yeah, I think I'm gonna take it. See if I can get something that gives us a little bit more. We've got some money. I do love the sauna, but let's take the chapel. Check for the keys. Nope. And the monies. No extra money. It's such a cool room, though. Yeah. Really funny if suddenly, like, statue heads turned while you weren't looking. We might as well find out what the room to the entrance hall could be. I'm going to turn it into a storeroom because the nook is pointless. Don't have less than 10 steps, so I might as well turn it into a storeroom and get the loot. Took my money again, jerks. Let's see, we got commissary. I could buy. I've now got a couple of keys, so I could go back up here. So I could take the commissary and see what we can buy. Any loot? Nope. Is this the update we could finally play this game? Nope. You do not have shovels, but you do have a sledgehammer. So I'm going to buy that. And I'm also going to buy a metal detector for a bargain. And I'm going to buy some gems. So we might as well, since we're here, see what we get in this room. Take the key. Anything else here? No? Okay. Right. Let's make our way back up. It's taking my money again, jerks. We'll swing through the kitchen anyway, so I've got some money on me. We could just try keys to see if we can get the one we want, but I might as well see if there's any point first. So yeah, Great Hall, Observatory, Pool, Pantry, blah. So the urge to just try my favorite door. Pantry. Such a cool room. And stop in for a snack. Plus 5 steps out of our room we don't have yet. Take the club sandwich for the plus 15. Nice. And now we can open this door. Use a key. Okay, the office curves us back around. This is going to be very funny. This is a terrible arrangement of rooms. Resilience of the rook, yes. At least one perk of these safes being open is I no longer have to say, okay, I'm putting the code in now, don't look. If you don't want to see the code, avert thine eyes. So that's kind of nice. Run payroll. Spread me gold. I don't think I need anything else, so let's have a look for money as we go back through. Let's see if we get lucky. The aquarium. I have to remember to get that chest as well. Ooh. So, had we gotten the greenhouse, had we picked the greenhouse earlier, that would have been useful. So we have a southern one. We have the Great Hall for the eastern one. I do still want to try and get the tomb, so I could look at that. Where do I want to go from here? Gotta try this foundation door. This one over there. So I guess we use the steps. There's diggy spots? There are diggy spots, okay. Use the key. Music room. Yes. Ooh, secret garden key. So, also nice. Although the secret garden is going to require a run, an uninterrupted run up the side. I love this music though. Okay, I don't have any rerolls. I should hold off until I have rerolls. Yeah, I should hold off until I have rerolls. I've got enough steps to go back. But it's a long way back. Like... It's a lot of steps back. And the only way into the Great Hall is through this one here. Assuming that's it. I'm just gonna check my notes on something. Let me check my notes. I meant to note this down for myself before, and I didn't, so bear with me 1 second while I bop through some puzzle rooms. Map piece, chapel, conservatory, dark room, nope. I wrote it down somewhere. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry, I just wanted to check a note that I had for the greenhouse. I think the greenhouse is only on the eastern side, so the chances of me getting the greenhouse, I would have to get a room that went here and here, and then get the greenhouse again, which is really slim. So I suspect that's not going to happen. Does the aquarium have a door to the antechamber? No. Well, it's not. It's not open. Currently, that is sealed. And to open it, I would need to take this lever piece and use it in a particular room, which I don't think I will get again. But we'll find out, I guess. Yeah, that is currently sealed. So once if I can get it open, cool. Given how this run is going, it's very tempting to just try our luck and see. Um, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run back. Yes, so that's it currently. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run back down. Pick up another food on the way. Be like, can I have a banana? Because everything is 50% off. So, me and my love of bananas continues. We'll look for any money that's been dropped as well on our way. Any payroll, but I think it's already been used. Okay. So yes. Oh, aha. Perfect. That means those bananas were free. So, nice. So I want to check this door here to see if it lets me through. It doesn't. Okay, so it's one of these other ones is a way through. And I have no keys left, so I can't check anymore. Cool. Any money in here? Any money in the chapel? No. It's funny, it's pinging. Is it just that? Sometimes it'll ping the loot in the rooms just on the other side of the wall, which is great. Okay, let's go around. Any more money? Aha, yoink. Any more money? Nope. Get a couple of extra steps, no more money. Good to get the payroll since we're going to be walking through the house again. No money in there. Oh, and extra money here. Nice. So, we've got this side run here. If I could get the tomb, that'd be great, but I have no rerolls currently. I'm just going to go and check on the tomb and hope for the best. If I get it, great, because I want to do something with the fountain. If I get it, great. If I don't get it, at least then we'll know for tomorrow. We'll do another run. Now that's an appealing deal. Hey, Flying Raisin. Okay, no thingies. Special floor plans costing steps instead of diamonds would be very helpful for helping me get through maybe some more thingies. But root cellars tend to have dig spots, which can mean more keys. I'm so short on steps, maybe we'll just take the root cellar. Anything in here loot-wise? Are you a root cellar, but not a loot cellar? Okay, one doodad. I wish I had the shovel. Oh well. Onwards, we have 29 steps, so we will make our way up the left-hand side and see what we can do with what we've got. 28 steps. And we'll make our way up the left-hand side and see what we can do. 27 steps. The drafting studio would tell us what the door is, so that's cool. And we get to add another plot plan. So previously, yeah, so it gives us an idea. It's either top left or top right. Bet it's top right, my favorite door. For Sunday, December 20th, so I was right about the date, so that's cool. Let's see what you've got. The Dovecut's there again, the dorm and the classroom. I mean, I might just go with that because it's kind of cool. Add this to my doodad, thank you. I still feel like there's a secret in this room and I do not know what it is. I feel like there's something hidden. I do like that you can pick this up, it's cute. Have I ever actually... Oh, wait. Holy shit. With the magnifying glass, you can click the buttons. I've never been able to do this before. Okay. So we now have a safe in the drafting studio. And I've never been able to do this before, so this is new. So we've never been in this room with the magnifying glass before. So where would the clue be? January issue, volume 1. Let's have a click through and see if there's anything that stands out to us. I don't think there's anything hidden on these pages. You can usually just about make out the kind of the sort of pencil scratchings and stuff. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, this I've never seen before. This is new. Didn't know about this. I'm gonna put this in the notes. I mean, you can read it without the magnifying glass, but it's nicer for the screenshot. That's the bookshop. Nothing in there. That's the hallway. That's the greenhouse. We know that room. So, given our understanding of I was like, ooh, there's a clue right there. Nope. Just a squiggle. Completely unimportant, totally not a clue, squiggles. Curse you, game. January 1st, volume 1. Pray and Pry. Nothing on that. But now we have a new puzzle we've never had before. What about like 0711 or something? What else do we have in this room? What else do we have? Numbers of doodads, plans, the book. I mean, the book has got to be the clue, right? So 20th of December I've already tried, didn't I? Did I try 20th of December? I think I did. This is cool though. One thing I really love as well is that the dates are either direction, so sort of US standard and non-US standard, so you can use it in either direction and the game will allow each to function, which is great. Since you need the magnifying glass to use the safe, they would have to assume that you have the magnifying glass. So perhaps the solution is tied to you having the magnifying glass. Is it the number of apples? Is it, like, is it the number of apples on the lower tier and the number of apples on the upper tier? The combination is the number. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it how many apples are on the ground versus how many apples are in the tree? Yeah, let's try that though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 apples on the ground versus 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Why are those weird ones? See, those ones are smudged. That's weird that they're smudged. Huh. Possibly not the clue though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So 9 and 28. 28 could still be a date. If a number is bigger than 31, obviously it can't. So 2809. Okay, so it's not that. Were they added later? That's a question. Like, are they not real? Are they fake? Is it not 28 because some of them aren't real apples? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are fake? Hard to tell, yeah, hard to tell. Because some of them are fully rounded, proper looking apples, and then up there, they're fuzzy. Oh, appreciate that, but yeah, we will figure it out. We will do our best. That is interesting. So we will probably let the stream run on a little bit and actually do an ad break just so we can keep this going, since we got to it relatively late. The fact that it's 28 minus what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 2309. Try 2309. And it might be completely unrelated, but the fact that you have to have the magnifying glass for this. Okay, so it's not that. Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 15, 13. Wait, yeah, so 15, 13 can't be a date. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's not 15, 13. It's not 2809. So you're saying apples could be barking up the wrong tree. But yeah, let's see. I definitely think this is the clue. It's like the chess set in the other one. The fact that you have to have the magnifying glass, and this gives you like the ability to look. Definitely feels like this is the vibe. I feel like it's definitely the apple count in some way. I just don't know what way. On trees and off of trees, this versus these without the... So 1, 2, 3. I should write these down. So that I have a note of them. Drafting studio. Found the safe. Need mag. Sorry, I'm just making notes. I knew this was important, I just didn't really know what for. Okay, so let's start doing a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So lower trees 13 on. Lower ground 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And it could be it's actually the section that has an apple on the ground are the ones you count, because these sections are being given, like these are being delineated, although the center section is kind of not. Middle tier 1, 2, 3. So lower ground 3, middle ground 3. Hey JA, welcome on in, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Alas, the 3 pads are very conspicuous indeed. Sounds like you're getting to the core of the problem. Also, okay. So then there's the mid ground. I'm referring to this as the middle because this is the upper. So upper is also 3. So there's 3 on each, which is interesting. There's 3 on the ground on each layer. 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. That's interesting. And then 0 out here. Imagine if it's It can't be it could be 0333. I mean, that's we all of our dates so far have been day month, but it's possible that one's day year. It could be 0333. Um, what have we got here then? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so upper tree is 15. So we've got 13 on the lower trees and 15 on the upper trees. Yeah, I do like. I think so far the established pattern um, has always been something that can be day and month, which is hilarious because it does make it more brute forcible. Um, by considerably reducing the amount of numbers one needs to have, 0 to 12 for one and 0 to 31 for the other, which is possible. What am I missing? So we have all the numbers. So what are the combinations we can do with those that make sense? How are we doing for time, actually? Are we ad break yet? Or do we have about 10 minutes? Because I might run an ad break and run on. We are happy there are tank mainable. Absolutely. We're very happy to have tank main options. So 13, 15, 13, 18. Take the apples away. So take the lower apples away from the upper and get like a number. There's a few like wiggles we can do with that. Ground apples versus tree apples gives us what? 28.9. We already tried 28.9, didn't we? Yeah, we already tried 28.9. Ground apples 0.9 versus tree apples 28. It's not that. Missing something. Let's say the smudges are interesting because they're very conspicuous. The fact that some of them aren't, you know what I mean? The fact that some of them are kind of smudgy when some of them are not. It's like, am I missing something? And this obviously isn't an AI generated image, so a smudge is potentially on purpose. Fences. What am I missing? And how are we doing for ad time? Just so I don't. Okay, we got plenty of time. What am I missing? Also, this is the thing for November. So this is the picture for November. So it could be 0911, which would be hilarious. I would have been very happy if it was 0911. That would have been very funny. 1128. Okay. So it wasn't 7-Eleven. And it wasn't 0911, which would have been hilarious. Yeah, exactly. Try all the birthdays for shits and giggles, exactly, because that's my birthday. So, um, what am I missing? Only count the sections with an apple. So, only count the sections with an apple, and maybe leave out this one, because this is the only one that doesn't have an apple in it. So do you count just the trees where an apple fell? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the upper tree which has apples on the ground, which is 15. So is it 9, 15? I think we've already tried 9, 15 though, haven't we? No. Okay. Oh, we're missing something. I'm just gonna roll over it again just to be sure. If you take a path, what do you count? Do you just count? There isn't enough cinnamon in the room for all these apples, right? There's something here, though. We're gonna get this. It's just a matter of time. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 up there. 13 down there. We tried 15, 13, so it's not 15, 13. Ground apples. Do you add them or take them away? What would we get if we added them back, except for these three that fell further? So 4, 4, 13, 14, 15. What am I missing? Like 18. 15 is not a date, though. What am I missing? Upper tree is 15. Lower trees are 13. So that can't be. So on trees is 28. And off trees is 9. Unless you don't count these three because they're outside the wall. Which would be 9, 6. 2806. No. Oh, come on. What are the comments? We have all of these as well. This could be part of the puzzle. You know. So it could be part of the puzzle. I was like, I wonder if it's when fall starts, but that varies. So when fall isn't the same everywhere. Because imagine if it was this many apples of fall, which would be quite amusing. Um, I don't know. This one might need to percolate. We might need to give it brain time as we wander around and see if we can kind of think of something more obvious. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Ugh. Okay, how are we doing for ad break time? Because I think I want to take the ad break and then continue for a little bit. I don't want to give up on this one and rush it. Um, why don't we take the ad break now? We're 5 minutes ahead of the ad break, but since we're kind of stuck standing here, why don't we take the ad break now, get it out of the way, and then we'll come back and carry on with the run just to get the ads out of the way, and then we'll continue for a little bit. Damn it. This is going to bother me now. It'll be like that one when I went to bed and had to message Amelie in the middle of the night. Be like, fucking hell. But yeah, I'll be back in 3 minutes. We'll get the ads out of the way and we will come back and stare at this for another 20 minutes until we figure out what we're doing. Um, yeah, exactly. I don't want to give up on it because you need the room item combo. So exactly, this is our chance to get it. So yeah, we need to, especially now that the safe will always be open, which means that you won't need the magnifying glass next time you get this room because the safe will be open. So that's actually really nice. So yeah, take a quick ad break. We'll be back in 3-4 minutes, and we will carry on for maybe half an hour, 45 minutes, and see how we get on. So yeah, back in a few minutes. Ooh, but this button. So now that'll give us
Last player standing.
Jesus.
Spike down B.
Neutralized. I have the spike. 3 gone.
One enemy remaining.
Now 4.
Where are they?
Spike planted.
Oh shoot, my bad. I thought they'd come from B. Darn. That was pretty good though. We got like four on them, but we lost the last one. Oh well.
Could certainly try.
Absolutely good. Oh, hi, there you are. Hello.
Hi. Oh, nope.
There you went. Bye bye.
There I was.
There you were, and then you went.
There was me and me gone.
Yep. Here lies Susanna. Nope, she's gone. Okay, and we're back again. And I kid you not, I have literally sat here staring at this image. I got up briefly to see Sue, and then I came back and I just listened to the music and just sat here looking at it. I made faces at it, and it has refused to give up its secrets just yet. Oh, I like those emotes, Pluxer. Those are cute. I would say, who's the emote artist on that? But are those from yours? They are. Those are nice. Try yelling at it. Those are lovely, though. Say we love a wizard where their face is in shadow and you just get to see the eyes. You know, as a kid growing up, that is a staple of my entertainment. Oh. Right, I think the ads will be finished. Let's swoop back in again. Swoop back in. Hello and welcome to Stephen's special edition November calendar stream, where we will be enjoying all of the sights and sounds of the November calendar. It's gotta be this. There's nothing else in the room. Great Hall, blah blah blah. We've had a look through this already, and we didn't see any secret stuff. It's gotta be that calendar. We're missing something obvious. There's nothing else to count. Like, count the number of blue scrolls, but like the fact that you need the magnifying glass, it's gotta be that. This would be irrelevant because this would change. There's nothing on this. Nah, it's gotta be the calendar. It's gotta be the calendar. Oh. It's like literally scour every inch of the screen for anything I can think of turn to a number. It's gotta be the calendar though. It's gotta be the calendar. What if it's the number of trees and not the number of apples? What if the apples... It could be wordplay again. It could be wordplay again. What if it's the number of trees, though, and the apples are a red herring? What if the apples are a red herring because they're red? We don't count things that are red. What if it's the trees? What if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What if it's the 5th of November? Didn't that come up as a date before for us, the 5th of November, that wasn't a thing? 0511. Nope. Okay. So, not the 5th. We tried that. Shit. What am I not seeing? The walls are kind of red. There's 3 paths? Are there 3 paths, or is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? We already tried 9th November. That was another thing. There's 3 stairs, but the 3 stairs... 1, 4, 1 at the top and 4 at the bottom? That's true. I'll try 1, 4. Oh, 1, oh, 4. No. What did we try? We already tried my birthday. What? Oh, what? No, we tried 5th of November. I say... Wordplay. Wordplay. I was just about to say, wordplay. The number of gates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gates. 8 gates. Because the wordplay we had was about gates, and the puzzle is count gates. Yes! I don't know if Kay Quimmy or I got there first. One of us got there first. I don't know which one of us got there first. Probably you got it first because the chat delay stopped you from getting to me in time. Hey, there's no gem in here. So now we have letter number 5, and letter number 5 is decidedly tiny. It's officially the tiniest letter ever. I'd actually might be able to screenshot read these, but let's have a look. That's nice though. You actually got it. I was just randomly thinking. I think I remember the phrase. If you want a reminder, although it's like yes, it is in my notes. It is in my notes. I try not to put too many things up on screen, because if I put them up on screen, they potentially are a big spoiler. But yes, the count small gates, and of course we had small gates as in the width of a stride, and now small gates as in actual gates. What's the third type of gate we're going to have to count? We got it though. Thank you to whoever said, is it wordplay? November the 8th. In a few hours we are departing. As planned, we will be taking the old mountainway tunnels to the north. We'll go as far as we can by trolley until the rails give out. Then we'll proceed on foot until we reach the southern border. I've never been as excited, nervous, and heartbroken. I may never know if I've made this right decision, but I've made the ones I felt my father might have nodded in approval at. I'm leaving a message for Simon here in the safe house, this unhallowed cavern that we have called home for the last year. So they did end up hiding away for a year. Shit. If something should happen to me, please guide him to this place. Try to show him what these last days were all for. Explain to him, if you can, the intersection between foolishness and doctrine, the thin wire we stood upon above the world, holding hands and throwing stones. Holding hands and throwing stones. In those days we were guilty of everything, as always, Mary. Holding hands and throwing stones. Interesting, Definitely adding to the notes though. Shoot, what was that? Was that letter 5? I'm gonna put it into my notes for. So that was letter 5. So letter 5 is in the drafting room. And it was 0811. Nice. Small fucking gates. Yeah, the puzzle is count small gates, cracks 8 safes, and of course small gates. This is actually hilarious because we got the wordplay first. We got the other answer first. So count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. So we got gate AIT first and thought that's very clever of you, but then it turns out no, there are actual small gates to count. Nice, we'll take those. So that leaves us. Also, the fact that it didn't have a gem is interesting because I was curious about the number of gems because we know how many red gems there are in the crown, and how we had enough red gems to have one with each adder. This one doesn't have a gem. That is indeed 6 safes now. Okay, so I didn't get to go down to the tomb, so that's for another day. So what we really want to do is we could try the Great Hall once we get keys. We need to get some keys and get to the Great Hall. Conservatory has a gem requirement. Adjust the rarity of floor plans in your house. Interesting. What if I don't want to? What if I don't want to? I can redraw though, so maybe I will. The library will get us moving in the right direction and doesn't cost us anything, so we'll do that. Nothing going off. Oh, no, metal detector's pinging. Where? Ah, key. Okay, showcase room. Shoot, none of these are good. I'm gonna have to spend my gems just to progress forward. Oh my god, now I get it. Blueprints, blueprints. It's funny watching people get it though. As people suddenly go, oh shit, now I get it. The amount of folks, it is funny. It takes a minute. Okay, Food War will screw us, so we've got to take the West Wing Hall. Has a dig spot, but no key. The dark room will give us multiple routes, but we won't be able to see what we're picking. So I'm going to take the spare room, even though I would prefer the multiple routes, but we do what we can. You are locked. Can I just turn you into the special garden? Like, can I just make you the secret garden? Shit, I apparently can. I just invented the secret garden. I didn't realize I could do that like this. So we got 1 gem, but no steps, no food. However, I still need to go to the foundation though. This is the problem. I still would need to get to the foundation, which I cannot do from here. So I need to get a path to here and get back. I don't think we have the steps for that. Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. I don't think we have the steps for what we need. We got 21 steps. Yeah, we do not have the steps. So I could do with a shovel or a food wire. Yeah, exactly. Let's try the door over here. Dining room. It does give us dinner. We were talking about not having enough steps, so this is good. Have dinner. So, a bunch of extra steps. We still have to be careful with them, but we can do it. Let's see if what we can get from these rooms. Because if I could get a room here and a room here to get back into the Great Hall, that would potentially be wonderful. Oh, okay. I can buy a key, like literally 1 key. Will I now have enough steps, or is the food wire the better choice for the steps and the gem? I feel like the food wire is the better choice. I still think they missed a trick not calling it food wire when that happens. Yoink, yoink, yoink. And of course now this is just open, so free gem week. Okay, so we've got to go back around, but we've still got the other door, other route to try. I wish I had the shovel though. God damn. Like, just no sign of it anywhere. Ugh, I've got to use a key. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2 steps. Gotta take it though. And if other doors are locked, I'm officially screwed. Because we are completely out of keys. Please don't be locked. Oh, I have to take the dark room. I have to take the dark room. No keys. Please don't be locked. It's locked. Balls. Okay, so that's kind of screwed. And we lose a couple of steps, so we lost the food wire, a little bit of the food wire benefit. Keep our eyes out as we walk though for something. I don't have any keys. This is the problem. I don't have any keys, which kind of screws us over. Yeah, I don't have any keys. This is a problem. I don't think I can do anything. There's an apple. Nice. Oh, did we get food spread around? Spread fruit throughout the house. Shit, there's probably an apple back there, but I've walked right past it. Oh well, too late. There'll be no money in there and no keys. So yeah, I don't think I can do it now because I don't have any keys. Finding a spare apple here and there would be nice, but yeah, with no keys, I'm kinda screwed. Yeah, I think I can't do anything more. Unless there are keys in the foundation. I don't think I can do anything more because I can't check these rooms. Take another apple though. At least we're getting our steps back. Which is a shame because had I known that, had I been conscious of that, I would have taken the locksmith and bought the keys. But I didn't think of that, and now we are plenty of steps but no keys. Well, shit. There's literally fruit everywhere now. So had I bought the locksmith, although had I bought the locksmith instead, you know, who knows what would have gone wrong in a different way. Always something. I doubt there's any keys downstairs. I don't think so. So I think we're, unfortunately, without the shovel, we are cooked. Yeah, still a good day. We still got another letter. So, still good. I say I don't think anything spawns down here. You know, like, I don't think there's gonna be anything down here for me to find. Although, sometimes the desks had things, didn't they? Didn't I, like, get things off desks? But I don't think they were... Like, I think they were game info, not loot spawn, if you know what I mean. That's all, you know, game stuff. As opposed to a spawnable loot. Yeah. My metal detector would go off if there was now, so... Imagine, ping, 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 ping. Secret tunnels. Yeah, I think not getting the locksmith. Yes, literally. I think not taking the locksmith screwed that one for us, unfortunately. But if we end the day quickly, we have time to do another day. If I just accept defeat. Since I don't think, obviously since I don't think I can get keys down here. If I just accept defeat, and don't run down that corridor. I didn't get the boiler room. Well, I didn't get the boiler room in a way that I could have used. Yeah, I think if I call it, and we move on to the next day, we have a chance. We now know more than we did before. We got a letter, so that's something. But yeah, I need to try again. I think walking back to try for the tomb, whilst great, because I want to do something with the fountain. But I think walking back to check for the tomb just costs too many steps. So unless I was already going back, you just had a terrible thought. Okay. Is it likely to be a spoiler? Otherwise, feel free to share. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll the tomb dice every day now. Just, I'll just try the door every day, and if I get the tomb, then I know I can do the other thing. Like today. So today is a day where I can make use of the tomb. Because I want to see if the backside... Also, if I get the cloister, I need to come back down here. So today's list now includes boiler room and cloister shenanigans. I never know if there's going to be coins or keys down here. So I try and keep an eye out as best I can. Like, because there's lots of tables, there's lots of surfaces where things could be left. And I need to come back to this person here. I wonder if I do it now, will it impact the cloister? Oh look, yeah, here's some money. Of course, that's that bit. We got that, so that's money. So maybe a key could be a thing. At least I've got money for a locksmith now. But yeah, I always wonder if just a random key could be sitting down here somewhere. Why not? This game has secrets within secrets. It's a super theory but possible spoiler. Oh, okay. Can't remember what game it was, where in one of the games the shadow of a statue cast on the ground pointed to a secret. I can't remember which game it was, but basically this creating a shadow on the ground that pointed to the secret, and it was wonderfully clever. They used shadows as secrets. Yeah, it was great. There was some really clever stuff. Okay, nothing in there. Okay, at least we still get to plod down here though now. So we fixed the minecart problem from before. I don't think anything will spawn in here, but have a look. So now that I've messed around with the pump room, I had to refill the reservoir to do it, but I think I'll have cleared the water from here. Yes. Okay. So, I need another basement key. I wasn't sure. Now we are sure. Which means that if you go back to the antechamber, you must be able to get the basement key again. Unless there's somewhere else they've hidden a basement key. But we've only been to the antechamber once to pick up a basement key. So I guess if I try getting to the antechamber again to see if I can get a second basement key from there, that'd be cool. I still have boxes to open down here, but I just wanted to see. Now I know. Now I know that the basement. I need a second basement key for the fountain entrance. I should write that down. I should make a note for myself. In my ridiculous collection of notes, let's add a new room. Oop, cannot spell. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to keep a note of that for next time. We'll keep track of that. If I remember it in my hundreds of notes now. I think we're on to like 80 pages of notes. 80 pages of me wombling around. Still, we got a letter. Thanks again to whoever it was who said wordplay. That ended up being a clue, which turned out really well. So thank you kindly. I meant to ask that streamer who was in earlier, Fluxer. I meant to ask them if they were playing Blueprints, or if they were just watching other folks play it. Because I'm curious to how people are finding the game, you know? It's nice of them to pop in. And the tip about the safes was very handy. Okay, let's go left. Pop a den in. I should remember to drop them a follow actually, so I can see. Okay, go this way. Hop a bedroom in, that's cool. And then commissary or closet. I might just take a closet actually. Early on, get a key and a dice. Cool. Oop, grab. I love how the tomb music is still blaring away loudly. Even though, like, we're not in the tomb. The tomb is like, no, it's all tomb now, all the time. And that's why you have to keep your tombs locked. I'm gonna lose a coin rather than losing. Any money though? No. Any doodads? No. Always wonder if it'll change. Oh, I need to go this way first. Ooh, I can get my key card, which could be helpful. Yeah, let's get our key card. Makes the music a bit tumultuous. Sorry. Boom. Retrieve item. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Taking my money again. Damn it. Parlor, which would be good for gems. Garage will give me multiple keys, but will end this side of the run. I still have 2 other ways up though, and getting a stack of keys could be helpful. Oh, I don't know. Gems are always really useful. Do I want to spend a gem to get a bunch of keys? We might get more chances for parlors up the sides. Sadly, I don't have the car keys this time, because that'd be handy. Also, does this room ever like spawn the shovel or something? Could you imagine? That'd be great. What if there were other items that spawned in here? Obviously, we can't open it right now. The door is not open, and we don't have the car keys, so we can't open the doodads. But you know, it's here if we get the option. Ugh, they're gonna take another bit of money off me again. The jerks. Disgraceful. Right, back in here, get a couple of steps back. Swing through here. Okay, let's see if we can flush out a bit more here. Okay, there's another parlor, but again, it dead ends us. So I might just take the spare room. There's something on the table. It's a sleep mask, I think. Let's go grab it. Sweet. Okay, let's try and see how we do. God, they really want to give me a parlor. They're like, look, take a parlor. Please take a parlor. I don't want to use my redraw, so I think the game is telling me take some gems. Let's take some gems. Oh, okay. Check for secrets. We've never found any back there yet, but one day. And the magnifying glass again, so that's cool. So, this is not an empty box. The gems are in the black box. So, if this was true, this would also be true. The empty boxes are both true. So, if that was false, if this was false, that the empty boxes are both true, then this and this would both be... No, that can't work. The empty boxes are both true. If that's true, then the gems are in the black box. This is not an empty box. So one of these, this is one of the empty boxes. This would have to be one of the empty boxes. So for this to be true, it is one of the empty boxes. The gems are in the black box would also be true, and then this would be false. This is not an empty box. False. It is an empty box, but that wouldn't make sense. So the empty boxes are both true. If this is false, that the empty boxes are not both true, this would be one of the empty boxes because it would be false. Potentially. Blah. The empty boxes are both true. So if you're false, then the empty boxes are not both true. So the gems are in the black box. This is not an empty box. Ooh, this one's... I would say I'm leaning towards this one, but gems are in the black box. So one of these has to be true. One of them has to be false, at least. So let's work it from this. If this is true, that this is not an empty box, then the gems are in the black box is also true. So these are both paired to each other, which makes this one false. The empty boxes are both true. These are both true, but one of them isn't empty. So this one is empty and false. So that's correct. That would work. So yeah, I'm leaning towards the black box. The gems in the black box. So if this is true, then this is potentially true because obviously only one can have things. So these are both true. These support each other. And if this was true, that the empty boxes are both true, then the gems are in the black box being true is empty. And if you are true, it means you're empty. Yeah, so the puzzle works in both directions. If this is true, that the empty boxes are both true, then this is empty and true. This is empty and true, but that would make this false. Which it can't be because it is an empty box. So yeah, this one doesn't give us an indication of which box it could be, whereas the other direction, that this is incorrect, that the boxes are not both true, is this box is true, this box is true, but one of them isn't empty. So yes, I think the black one is the one to go with. Shunk. I say we haven't gotten one wrong yet. What is this? Holy shit. Surprise. We haven't gotten one wrong yet. The Logical Trophy. You've been awarded the Logical Trophy for winning 40 parlor games. That's adorable. Trophies earned will be permanently added to the trophy room. I didn't even realize there was a trophy room, but cool. In recognition of your unending pursuit of the truth. Nice. Hey, we'll take that. Heck yeah. Nice. Well, cool. And that is why we hum and haw over the logic so much, just to be sure we're right. Okay, so onwards. Pantry or nook. I don't need the coins as much as I could do with the key. Yoink. And the courtyard could be good if we can get a spoon out of it. Hallway is the same as the courtyard without the doodad, so let's take the courtyard on the off chance. And for anyone who pointed it out in chat, it's a participation trophy, right? Yeah, I tend to try and make my mind up before I look over at chat, for that reason. But yeah, nice. Heck yeah. Okay, dining room will give us what we want, which is a side door. We'll take that. Yeah, no spoon, sadly. Metal detector though, so better than nothing, but sadly no spoon. I wonder if there's anything else hidden in this room. Like, I wonder if there's something secret in here, you know? Or if it's just about dinner. But I always feel like when a room has a central detail that draws the eye, you should be looking at everything else. You know what I mean? It's like there could be something hidden that we're just not seeing whenever there is a focal point in a room. That's why we always go left at the start of video games. Okay, let's try and get a double doors we can use. Okay, so that corner is completely, unless we use our reroll. But if I use my reroll and I get nothing, yeah, let's take the kitchen. So we've lost those two corners, but at least we're still moving along. Drawing room, yes please. I'm gonna run out of gems though at this point, which is annoying. At least we get this one back, but still. Blip, blip, blip. Oh, floor money. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Nope, I'm not wasting a key on you yet. East Wing Hall. Billiard room could have gems in it, but East Wing Hall gives us the other door option. Okay. Let's use a key. I don't have any thingies in this, so that's no good to me right now. The pool will give us another route up. Everything else is dead ending, but we can floor plan redraw because we're in the drawing room. And the hallway gives us another door up again. And I'd have to pay to redraw it again. Or I go for keys and gems. And they're pointing to the same thing, so it really is a much of a muchness. I'm gonna lose it either way. Either way, if I pick the door in the hall, no matter what I do, it's gonna potentially impact this one. So there's no point, but I've spent money to get this one. Well, I've spent a key to get this one. Oh, this is annoying. Do I just get my keys back? Maybe I just get my keys back. Let's just get our keys back and some extra loot. So, I don't like dead end rooms though. We're already relying too much on, two doors. I love the ballroom. It will lower my gems though, which is annoying. Wine cellar is a dead end though, so take the ballroom, I guess. But right now, I'm I'm gonna look up here. This will require 2 gems that I walk into the ballroom and get them back. Or I take a pantry. No, I'm gonna take the veranda. Which, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. And there's the shovel. Awesome. So we used our thingy. Now, the chances of there being gems in here, hopefully they're not all gems. Coin, okay. I'd love a key if there's a key going. And a rock. We love a rock. It costs you 2 gems, so the amount stays the same. Yeah, exactly. Aye, but I can walk in there now and get 2 gems. So I used my 2 gems to open it. I used 2 gems to open the veranda, and then I'll get 2 gems back. So yeah, as I said, ultimately, things stay the same. I don't have a gem for this, so I'm going to have to go with pantry. Which does have a food in it, which is good. But I want to go back, get my 2 gems. Ping, 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 ping. Haha! Thank you, ballroom. Such a nice room. Let's see if we... Oh, okay, you're locked. I'll hold off on you for now, then. Did I have other dig spaces? We had digging spaces back here, so we might go back there. Because we do have a kitchen here, so we can buy steps if we need to. And we do have the dining room, so there's always that. Let's do some digging. Got a key. Nice. And now, of course, I won't get the Great Hall at all. And we got free food. Nice. So there's no point going back down here. That's all done. So dining room, kitchen, drawing room again. Let's see if we can get a room up here. At least we have a reroll. Yoink. Money, 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 money. Okay, hallway gets us straight in there and gives us a downward room. So we'll take that. So we've now got access to the foundation again. And we've got dig spots. So let's maybe use the dig spots. Nothing of interest. A coin. Nothing of interest. Okay. Right, onwards. I don't have my... Oh, I still have my reroll. So let's use a key. And we're definitely re-rolling. We'll take the boiler room because at least it gives us a couple of doors. So the southern door is dead to us, but the southern door was the greenhouse. So, and now we have the boiler room. I can take my resilience of the rook. Now that this is active, I can now go and check a thing I wanted to check downstairs. So yeah, we're gonna do that because that's gonna be awesome. I know I've walked in here, so I'm gonna do my doors. Security, I have the gem. So we'll take that. Won't walk in there yet. And to get over there I'll have to mess with this, so I won't do that just yet. And this one, let's see what it's got. Hopefully it's not locked. It's not locked. Good. This is one door for every doodad, so we've only got the one. Does it tell us which one's the door? Or will this completely ruin that part of the map? I've still got the ballroom, though. Still got the ballroom. I'd like to draw this later when I have more mechanized rooms. I've got 2, so I'll get 2 doors. Fuck it. We ball. Okay, let's have a look. I think they're actually big, because sometimes if you've got lots of them, you get levers and stuff, which is great. Okay, you are locked. You're also locked. But you've given us a couple of options. I need to check the hallway. And we'll need to buy some food probably on our way. You're also locked. Fuck it. Okay, archives will screw up our future plays, so we don't want that. The locksmith has a gem requirement, so I can't buy it. So I guess I take the bunk room and see what we can find in here. Damn it, that didn't go well. At least we can talk to the hamster. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Hi. Yeah. I love the way you step up on the glass. Yeah. Okay. And we got 2 free keys. So of course, now that we have so many keys that, we could unlock basically anything, what do we not have? The Great Hall. I love the little hamster friend. I love that he'll pop up and say hi. Okay, so I'm going to go downstairs now and do the thing. Could have done it earlier, but... And we have the sleeping mask. Yeah, so the sleeping mask is coming in handy for bedrooms, so that's good. We'll take it. Let us press on. At least we're getting to check a couple of things, knock those off the list, and if I can do that, then, future runs don't have. Oh, I want to check this as well. So yeah. We'll get the music change, but of course we don't have any of the doors open because I haven't found the Great Hall. I need to find the Great Hall somewhere over here. But my gems are at 0, so I could go back to the ballroom and get 2 gems back in exchange for a step. Shunk. I also want to get into the antechamber just to see if I can get a basement key. Blink. Cheers. Okay, I still don't know which one of these to open. They've all got a floor symbol, but I don't know what they are, so until we know, we don't use the key. Where's my side passage? Here it is. Yes! Finally, because we had the boiler room and could get down here. How many times had it been? Holy shit! Oh, wow! Look at this place! Holy shit, okay. Ha, like, is there another reservoir down there? See the blue? It's the outside world. Shit. So this is the top of the rotating
so
place.
Pretty.
Oh, look. Passageway. Okay. So what that means is we can do the thing where you lift these up. So we lift it back up so that the bottom one still connects this to one of our doors. And then we can use the top one to access one of these. Those don't look like places. So it looks like it's just these two across the way. So yeah, one there and then one there above that, so that we know which ones we want this to point to. Because if it goes from here, then it'll go one over. So here to here, we could just lift this up and rotate it one, and we'd have access to that. That's fucking cool. I'm short on steps, but it might be fun to try and do some of that this run. He says, just adding more things to his list. All I wanted to do was open this door, and now that I have, I'm like, okay, now I've got 6 more things to do. Such is life. Still haven't found the Great Hall though, so haven't got the Great Hall, haven't got the Secret Garden. But yeah, I can turn these and lift them. So we couldn't tell from down here. Wait. See? From down here, you can't see the doors. From down here, you can't tell that there are passageways. Is it a trick? Like, that's the ceiling. It's a visual illusion, like that's the ceiling, so you can't tell. That's cool. So yeah, we would play with these, raise this up with the one that does the raising. I can't remember which one it was that does the raising. Let me just scooch around for a second and try. Oh, not this one. I think the first one over here is just a rotatey. We could give it a go and see. But we still have to try and get the Great Hall to open the antechamber. Maybe we hold off on this for but then again, will we need the boiler room every time? So we'll need the boiler room to have that open. So if we have the boiler room to have that open, we might as well do it now. Shoot. Okay. So that gives us access to over there. Let's find out what that one does. Oh, just a text message pop up. Hold on. Sorry, I hate to take text messages on stream. Oh, okay, it was just a delivery dude saying, "Hey, please secure pets." I would love to secure pets. I would like lots of pets. How do I secure lots of pets? So this is the lift. So now that I have the lift, it needs to go to the door to the left of the tunnel. Right? Hold on. Let me go through my screenshots. So there's 2 hallways. The one of them is directly above the path, and one of them is directly above the map piece. So one of them is here. That's actually a door. And one of them is here. So I needed to point to either this or this. And obviously where I came in, which of course I didn't keep a note of, I am directly across from the one to the right of the map. So I am directly across from here. So I am there. So we come in there. So we need this to be here. And then we can access something. We might have to rotate it the whole way around though. Okay, let's see what we can do from here though. One of these. Luckily, all this walking around, most of these aren't eating our steps, so that's good. So if I do this, one of them is now pointing directly above the tunnel, which is not what we want, but I think this is how I can get it to go there. So one was directly above this, and one was directly above that. So I need to go around and rotate that one more time. And will that give us what we need? I don't know. Yes, I should draft the kennel and then we'll be sorted. So if I rotate this one more time. So now it's pointing. I don't know if that's it. I have to be able to access this. So since I can't access that, I don't think that's right. I wonder how many rotations are required before one of them points in the right direction. I wonder about that though. Let's try that. If not, we will puzzle over it another time. But I think that might be one of them. This sound effect is beautifully Thief 2. Wait, I went right past it, didn't I? I did. And then we'll have to wrap up soon. But hey, talk about finding cool stuff. Ah, we're off by one. So I need it rotated once more, or rotated around in a circle so that it goes the other way. Okay, we're off by one. So we need to try that, and we'll see. It's close though. It's only costing me like 2 or 3 steps to do this. Because like I'm still on 28 steps. So if I rotate this now by 1, what does that give us? Yeah, it's clever, isn't it? Because you've got multiple points where you can rotate it and multiple places you can walk. But I think some of them are going to require like full rotations and back around because you've also got 2 ends of each platform. So we haven't gotten to... Ooh, that one has a door that looks like one of the symbols. Is that what this is? Oh. Dock level, empty level, full drain. Puzzle box. A new doodad. After 10 days of pumping water from the underground spring, the reservoir has finally been filled. It's a shame the old station had to flood as a consequence of this action, but I suspect it's maybe an actual reason they chose to build the reservoir here. As an engineer, I agree that flooding is preferable to collapsing the entire tunnel. On the bright side, now that our water supply is no longer limited, we can start to leverage steam as much greater extent. I suspect by this time next month, the steam-powered hoists at the main site will be able to run 24 hours a day. What main site? What main site? Also though, they flood it so that the tunnel accessibility is changed. So dock level. So if I line this up. Oh, I can't. Dock level. Oh, it's actually just going to tell me how many. I was like, okay, I need to line this up, but it's telling me how many water units I need to have it at different levels. I wonder if you can use the boat when it's at a certain level. So if I bring the reservoir up by, see, entry level. So the entry is at level 6. So how do I get the boat? Do you have to bring the water up by 1 in the pump room, take the boat across, bring the water down so you can access it from here? Oh, how cool would that be? Bring the water in the reservoir up by 1 so you can access the boat. Bring the boat across to where the steps are. Bring the water level down by 1, well, down by 2 then, so you can travel down the tunnel. Oh, that's cool as fuck. Okay, it's one of these again. I only have the 2 yellow squares, so it's gotta be the black ones going in the corners. So where are my yellow ones gonna go then? I hate these puzzles, I have no idea what I'm ever doing with them. So move that, move that, move that, move that, move that. So I want to move this one. That's just shuffling over these. That's shuffling over that. So I want to shuffle. That shuffles that way. God damn it, why am I so bad at these puzzles? Ha! That just resets it. So yeah, it is the black squares. So I need to shuffle this one out of there, which I can't do. So I've got to shuffle the. Can't shuffle the blacks over the yellows, but can shuffle the blacks to the grey. Nope. Literally locked it. Oh. Why can't I get any of these to move? In this case, I think it's 3 greys and a black. No, maybe it's 4 blacks. God damn. I do not remember the rules. I could read them, but I'm not going to. So the grey squares, I can't move anything. Now, why did that pick? Like, why did that pick that specific square to move to? And I can move the yellow squares, and that gives me a square here. So that's 2 of these. So that's what... And then I need to move the black square, but I can't. So that's 3 of them, but I still can't get this one out of it. Because I need to get one to go down. And all these are doing is moving sidewards, and the yellows aren't allowing me to shuffle it. How do I shuffle them down? I can't figure out how to get them to shuffle downwards. I can shuffle this across, but I'll never be able to bring one down. That's what I'm not getting. How do I get the yellows to shuffle downwards? Wait, I did shuffle one down. I must have, because I had 3, didn't I? Oh, I had the opposites. How do we exchange tiles? So you're moving across, you're moving across. I don't know. So I must be able to get them to go down. I just haven't figured out how. So the yellow allows you to put a tile downwards because the yellows move up. Okay. So the yellows move up and allow you to swap a tile from top to bottom. So I need to then move the yellows again, which I can't do. And now these are locked. These are locked now because they can't go anywhere. So I can't do it multiple times. Hey, caps locks. I need to get black squares into all 4 corners. We've just figured out that we can use the yellows to shuffle things, and I can use the horizontal rows to shuffle the yellows. So if I do this now, I can bring one down. So that's okay. We can have that. If I do this now, nope, wrong way. Okay, so shuffle that yellow across. Nope, wrong way. Oh, then maybe. So bring one up, shuffle the yellow. I don't think I can do it this way, but I guess we'll find out. So that's 2. This one is actually harder than all the other ones of these we've done. I don't know why, it's just I'm not getting it. So I need the yellow to bring this down. I can't bring this one down because it's currently blocked. So now I need to shuffle this across. And then, no, I thought I could bring that black down with the yellow. I think the yellows only ever go up then. So I can move that across, and I can move this across. Okay, so I can't do that because it's got to go up. So I need... How do I need a black here and a yellow here. Yeah, I need one yellow to stay on the bottom row so that I can swap a thing down. That I can shuffle. So I need one yellow to stay on the bottom row. But how do I keep a yellow on the bottom row? Because yellows only ever go up. So once I do that, this yellow leaves the bottom row. And I now can't get... Because they'll only ever go up. So what happens if you have an empty space? See, they also don't go back. They don't shuffle back to the bottom. So I can't bring them out the top and back down. like the other ones, if you keep doing this, the square will just move across and eventually go across. The yellows only go up once. So I have to have a double stack to swap the yellow. Do I have to have... Oh, this one's messy. He says like after half an hour of fucking with it. This is just a stream that's just gonna go on all night. If I bring you up... So what happens if I do that? That happens. But I can only do that once. I can then do nothing. I can't shuffle you sidewards. I can't shuffle you side. What happens now? I can move the yellow across with the black square. Okay, so that's handy. I think the greys are blank. I don't know if the greys have a function. So I can move this yellow to where I need it to be. But then I see I can't do anything here, and all I can do is move this up and use that to move one down. But now this one is stuck up there. So I've now lost that. But I can still shuffle these. Yellows are only way to get two blacks to the bottom. I think so. I can't think of any other way. The blacks only move horizontally. Oh, I've accidentally put one to the top now. So now I think I'm completely screwed. Because now I can't... Yeah, that's completely screwed. Oh, shit. This one is annoying. So... I need to... I think it's like it's a... You make a mistake at the very earliest moves. Then you're scuppered. So... I need to wall off a yellow so that I can switch a black to the lowest row. But I can only do that once because I don't have two on the same row now. And all I can do with this one is push it up. And the yellows never go back to the bottom. So once they move up, they are out. I feel like I should maybe have done it up the center first, so then I could move one to one side. Move one down. And then this allows me to shuffle the yellows along. But then I can pull another one down. Oh. That took way too long. And we did all of that for 2 monies a day. Heck yeah, 2 monies a day. This is the big find though. This is the big find. Sorry that took so long. I wonder what the other one is about. I guess we'll find out. Hey, 2 monies a day adds up. Yeah, we'll take that 2 monies. That took way too long. That one was way, way, way worse than the last couple of those I've done. There's nothing to see down here. Nay. We do know we're very high up though. So we do know there's water much further down. So yeah, I guess there are probably multiple places to go. So what we'd want to do is pump room it so that we can I even get home now? Can I even get out of here now? At this moment, I may have to go across and faff about. Well, yes, technically it doesn't add up since it resets, but 2 minis a day, all the allowance coins we have gives us a much better starting position for when we need to buy keys and odds and sods. Oh, and that idea about the water level in the tunnel, so maybe the boat is the way. If I use the tomb to go over there once I brought the water level up, so we would need the pump room and the tomb to do that. Still haven't found the cloister either. We're out of gems. I don't like being out of gems. Still, new things have been learned. That's always nice. So we're short on time. He says, having run over by like 90 minutes. So we will look at what we get in the security room, I think, and make our decisions from there. Oh no, not pantry. Shoot, I totally went the wrong way. Oh well. It's just a couple of steps. What's a couple of steps between friends, huh? We also have that door over there. Now that we've done the red thingy, we can look around. Any loot? No. Not locked. Oh. The dark room. That'll work, right? Like, yeah, it'll still work if I find the lever. It'll still be open. So I now need to find the great hallway. But first, I think this one is. Oh, it's only. Oh yeah, I'll have to do both. And I can go to the ballroom for gems. That is a very good point. I can go to the ballroom for gems. That is an excellent point. So that's... Nope. Nope. Which one is it? It's that one for that one. Wait, no, that's this thing. No. I always forget which one does what in the boiler room. Again, I could probably put it in my notes, but do I? Okay, so that's that. There we are. Use a key. Oh, the pool has a gem requirement, but the corridor doesn't. Let's say I probably should go get gems. If you do, check them. I mean, I do check my notes for a lot of stuff. To be fair, I do. You know, I do check my notes for a bunch of stuff. There's no point me poring over notes if it's going to take longer than a few minutes, because, you know, you all have places to be. But yeah, let us... Foundation hallway, pantry. Veranda, East Hall. Just kind of keeping an eye on my steps. Still, we learned some stuff no matter what, which is great. I've got to do a ballroom door anyway, so there we get 2 gems. That's nice. We've got the keys, so we'll do that. Do we? I mean... I always assume y'all this would be... Oh, look at this. The only room I can get is the office. So it all becomes that corridor up there is the only hope for us finding the Great Hall. Because both of these are dead ends and I have no rerolls left. Yay. So it all ties to that corridor up there. So it's not happening this time, for sure. I think payroll was already run, yeah. Discretionary funding, please. Thank you. But now, my gems go back up to 2 again. So at least I got 1 extra gem out of it. Okay, so I've got to go there, because none of these will work. I can't use any of these. And I don't have the pump room. It sucks that we got completely cut off on this side. Close enough to the kitchen. I've got so much money. I'll see what I can buy. Probably not a lot left on the menu. Club sandwich. Bacon and eggs. Heck, take it. I have enough keys, so I'm not likely to buy keys. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. So we can't do anything down here. They're all walled off, unfortunately. So it all hinges on that corridor giving us something useful. If it doesn't, that is the end of that. So I guess we just go and see what happens, huh? So much extra monies now. Yeah, fingers crossed indeed. We've got the dark room. We can try the other door in the dark room. We've got the steps. I don't have a utility closet handy, so I could just try the door in the dark room and make a judgment. It lets me redraw, but I can't see them. It's like, you know... Of all the rooms to place beside the dark room, at least I could open the... Oh, let me get my notes out. See, I do check my notes. See? So red here. Whoops. Okay, and then off, blue, green. So, not that we need to, but you know, I like to do the thing. So, lights on, lights off in the gymnasium, on to the garage. We could always take a walk around to the garage if we want to. So I've done that. So now we can see in here, is there any loot? It's pinging. The broken lever for the greenhouse, which we can't make use of. Still. Cool. Right, so it all does hinge on this corridor. Oh, no worries, Jay. Thank you very much for hanging out. For as long as you have hung out as well, given it's gone on and on and on and on and on. Downside of needing to finish a run, you know? Right. The morning room. The gymnasium we have now got control over. Because the lights should be off. The lights are off. And if the lights are off, we don't lose our steps. Because fuck you, exercise. And we've got the outside steps. Hey, nice. Okay, so let's look at this one. Imagine, Great Hall. Immediate. No, we have to take one of these. I might take this for the bonuses and see what we get. Keys, farmer's apples, the twins, slice, and a spare diamond. Would have been great to get that earlier, but unfortunately we didn't get what we didn't get. The library, the vault, but the library gives us a path, so we'll take the library. No blip blip blips. Don't use all my keys or all my gems, so conference room. Could be stuff in there. So I don't want to use all my keys and all my gems. So do we go back and see if there's any hope of us getting to the antechamber by either door? I mean, we don't have either door, so it's all much of a muchness at this point. Blip blips. What's blipping? Ooh, food. Ah, floor money. Okay. That leads into that, which gives us a path through, which is great. So let's see what we've got here. Using a lot of keys now. The morning room, maid's chamber is no point. The closet dead ends us. Tomorrow you'll start with 2 more gems. I mean, I guess that's what we have to go with, because we've walled ourselves off. We'll take the gems and whatever else is here. Special flowers, hurrah. Coupon book. More money. Ooh, an upgrade disc. So I could go do an upgrade. We have a room with the computer. We have the office nearby as well. Another gem, another gem. So we got 3 gems out of this. Not too bad. And tomorrow we'll get more. So yeah, let's swing over to the office. Yeah. Oh wait, that doesn't go to the office. It's walled off. So I'd need to go all the way around to get to the office. Meh, I think not. So short on steps now. Yeah, let's not. Do like an upgrade disc though. Doop, 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 doop. Don't lose any steps here. So unless one of these was the Great Hall, it doesn't matter. Neither of them are. Oh, I should have been using my redraws. Oh, fucked it now. Let's find out what this is. Ooh. No point even doing the puzzle. Unless this is the Great Hall, which it isn't. Ah. I could have redrawn that room and I didn't think about it. Drafting studio, because we've got the save. Oh, it doesn't instantly open. What was it again? 0811. Because of course it doesn't have a gem in it, I guess. So I guess it just doesn't automatically open. Casino? Sure, why not? Yeah, probably not because of the, say, of the outlines of doors. Since it's a hallway, exactly, it probably can't do. Don't know what was pinging. Ah. So yeah, we do that puzzle that would get us keys or something, but again, we've got no rooms left. So sadly, we didn't get the we didn't get the pump room, which would have been cool. The pump room could have appeared in the corner because it's got corner doors as well. So we didn't get the pump room, sadly, and we got the mechanarium when we didn't have too many mechanical rooms, so it didn't work out in our favor. However, not the end of the world. We did do a discover. Sadly, I don't have the planetarium either, so I might just call it here. We did do a discover, and we did get an extra letter, which is great. And now we have a thing to do with the water flow, so next time we do have the pump room, we know what we're doing with that. I'll need the pump room, I guess, without the boiler room. So that's cool, we can do that. But we'll need the tomb. So we'll have to keep trying to use the tomb, I think, because we need to be on that side of the water for a bit and then back again. We didn't get into the antechamber, so we didn't get the key we were looking for, but for now that's not too bad. Yeah, I think we will call that one a day. We ran over slightly. Oh wait, no, hang on. I need to go back up to the cloakroom. Can I make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I don't think I can make it. I don't know if there's anything for me to buy in the kitchen. We should head for the kitchen and see what happens. So 1, 4. So gymnasium, corridor, boiler room, foundation, hallway. Gymnasium, corridor, boiler room. Yeah, the upgrade disc. So I could either do the upgrade disc or potentially get my key card back. One or the other. We might only be able to do one. Wait, I can use the security room for the upgrade disc since it's right here. Exactly. Why am I trying to go to the office? I've got an upgrade disc right here. Huzzah. Thank you, folks. Can you tell I'm tired? Sweet. Upgrade the courtyard. What are we going to do to upgrade the courtyard? Courtyard with diamonds. Courtyard with more dig spots. Courtyard is always left unlocked. Courtyard is always left unlocked, or courtyard with diamonds. I'm kind of feeling like courtyard with diamonds might be a win. Unlocked is great, but extra diamonds, as we keep finding, ourselves unable to pick things without diamonds. Maybe diamonds is the way to go. Then again, diamonds versus keys. The age-old problem of diamonds versus keys. Sometimes one door in the courtyard is locked. Also, what happened to the name of that one? Why is it the Corryard? What happened there? Because they don't usually rename them. Yeah, it does. It adds the hallway. Oh, it's merged with corridor. That's what it is. So why, please tell me why the boudoir plus food is not the foodoir? You have a boudoir. You have food. Foodoir. Why not? Why is it not the foodoir? To hurt me. Yeah, me specifically. I am personally hurt by this. Right, okay, so we stepped in here, but we might still be okay if we can find some food on the way. We did think we saw an apple. So, hallway, pantry, veranda. Hallway, pantry, veranda. The bunk room, does that give us steps again if we walk into it? Because we've got the sleep mask on. Is it the first time? Oh, it's only the first time. Okay, so only the first time, so there's no point. So hallway, pantry, veranda, east wing, drawing room, kitchen. Keep an eye out for extra food that may have been left behind somewhere. Because we did think we saw a spare apple somewhere that I ran right past because I didn't think it was a thing. It's definitely this way. Yeah, drawing room. Oh, and the dining room, of course, was on the way too, but no spare apple here. Any spare apples in there? Okay. Can I buy any food in the kitchen? I can buy a banana. I can buy another banana. I can buy another banana. Okay, I am potassium powered. Wonder what turning on the tap in the kitchen can do. Imagine if you like flood the kitchen, and by having the tap on, that changes something in the pump room. That would be interesting. Flood the kitchen. Because why else can you turn on the kitchen tap? Imagine if having this and turning it on takes water out of one of the tanks. That would be cool. Okay, we're pinging. I've still got to go courtyard, nook, entrance hall, bedroom, west wing, chapel to get to code check. But there we go. And we have a pizza. Which, given I should have been having dinner like 2 hours ago. Yeah. Oh, and more money in case I need to buy more bananas somewhere. Okay. Okay, onwards. Nook. No sign of any extra food. Back out here. Should have come back here and looked for reroll dice. Might as well look. Oh, I didn't do the puzzle in the billiard room. Beautiful. If only they stayed there till the next day. Okay, 10, bedroom, west wing, chapel. Nope. Bedroom, get a couple of steps. West wing, chapel. Put my doodad back. Again, more money. I would like to check in my key card, please. I really think so far checking in the key card has been the best thing to check in, because the amount of times, hey, didn't I press that? Oh, I did. The amount of times I've come and found that I wish I had the key card. So we've got that little path there. This gate is still closed. Don't know if it ever opens. Again, small walls that you wish you could just step over. But sadly, imagine if I could accidentally clip through the wall right here and I'd be stuck. Oh, it's so tempting. It's like, just let me bump, because the little bumps, I'm getting little bumps on the tree branches. Little bumps. Just tiny little bumps, just a little bump, just bump me over that gap, and then I could walk around back there and see what's going on. Just let me through. Well, that's true. Although I can call it a day, I guess, from anywhere, so I can always call it a day. So does this plank only appear once you've got the garage door open? Is that the only time the plank appears, when the garage door is open? Because other times you can't walk across here. So it must change when this happens. Just let me wiggle on through. Just let me wiggle on through here. Boo. Okay. And we didn't get the cloister. Ah, well. I need to make a list for next stream of things. But yeah. No worries. We will return once again. I miss being able to throw money in the fountain. That's the biggest thing I miss, is actually being able to throw money. But yeah, we will call it here then. Having done what we could, and we will come back next time and see how we do. We'll call it here, day 45. Oh, wait, did I hit the button? Ah, we go. Call it. My brain is tired anyway. My brain is tired. I'm always tired. But yeah, could have been worse. Couple of different rooms, and we could have had a different time. But we still got the red door underground area, which is great. We need the boiler room for that though. And we now learned a little bit about the reservoir, what we could potentially do with that tunnel. I think the tomb side boat across, water level change, boat in is the answer. So we'll work on that. And we still need to get into the antechamber. I should just try and focus on just getting into the antechamber so that we can do the tomb side key. We need a tomb plus antechamber. So a lot of things seem to depend on us having the tomb available to us if we want to have full access underground because of that minecart. But yeah, thank you all very, very much for hanging out. Sorry we ran on so long. I release you to your busy days. Let us see who is on, and we will go raid somebody. I am so warm. As you can probably see, I am quite sweaty. So thank you, Brian, for the raid earlier. Thank you, Amalia, for the resub. Thank you, Peter, for the resub. Thank you, Sahana, for the resub. And thank you just everybody who hung out and chatted and didn't spoil too much. And thank you. I assume Fluxer isn't here, but thank you very much for the heads up on the safes and the update. That was much appreciated, Fluxer. And yeah, let us go and find somebody to raid. Oh, Painting Pirate, of course, who is now probably wondering where the hell we are because he's been live for 2 hours and we haven't turned up. He's probably assumed we don't like him anymore and we've gone to find somebody else. There we go. Raid has started. There is the raid call available as always in subscriber and non-subscriber versions. So you can just copy paste the one with the emotes. That'll work for you. Let's go see what Pirate is doing while I go put the oven on and feed my family. So yeah, thank you all again very, very much for hanging out, and I'll see you all tomorrow for some more fun and games. Have a lovely rest of your evening, and yeah, see you later. Bye, folks.